Buy an old boat to rebuild. Everybody says it'd be lots of fun. Haven't done anything video-wise on the boat in a while, so I thought it's time to do a little quick update. Yeah, the intro may mislead you. I actually enjoy working on a boat for the most part. It's like anything, there are parts of it that are no fun. And the job I'm on now is kind of one of those that's got a little bit of both. I enjoy fitting planks, but I hate the trimming and fitting, and this one has a little damage there, which puts a little extra work. And this is one of those jobs I kind of love and hate. So let's go under the boat, and I'm going to try to show you what I'm doing. As you can see, I'm laying on a creeper, and I'm quite literally going to slide you under the boat. Now what I'm doing is I'm fitting this plank. This is the replacement. This will pull up flush. I'm not worried about that right now. What I'm working on, sorry for the bad video work, but what I'm working on is this edge. In the intro you saw me, I'm actually filing this. I'm cleaning it up. When you separate this plank and cut them out, I run my vibrating saw with a scraper blade down through here, and I have to cut that caulking because it's the old thigh caul, which is the equivalent of 5200 nowadays. It bonds together. It just does not want to come apart. So what I've got is a couple of issues here. First, my edge sometimes gets damaged. I'm just not skilled enough to pull those out perfectly, and I've got a little damage here. Now this will pull on down. I've got to increase my bevel. I'm not quite steep enough on the edge of this plank, but right here, I'm not sure how clear it's going to be, but there is a little damaged edge. It's actually tapers. It's full thickness here and it's a little thin here. So I'm going to have to go through and mortise that out and laminate a little piece in, rather, because I don't need to replace the whole plank. And if we scroll on down here, same thing over here. I've got some beveled edge right here I've got to clean up and laminate a little strip in. That's going to be fun. The laminating is actually not going to be bad. It's the filing and planing and trying to get it smooth with the rest. And this plank needs, as I said, a little more bevel on the back, but I've got to pull this one back out and do a little work on it. Then got around to cutting them down. Alright, so what I discovered, the bow is actually pretty good. Back here I need a little more bevel, and you can guide by the laminations what you're doing. So this plane is set up properly. It may need a little adjustment. Actually looks pretty close. And as to how much I'm taking off, you can educate you. And that easy. That's all it took. I am pretty much done there. Now, knock these loose, go to the boat and fit it. See how I did. Back under the boat, got those installed. If I can get rid of that glare there. Looking right up. I'm not sure if you can see. The little piece is clamped in place. And what I've got, it's in the shadow. Let's see if we can see it better over here. Right there. So now this is kind of a convex, or would that be concave? So I've trimmed this out. This, as you can see, is a little tall. We'll have to do a lot of filing across here to remove that. But in the center, it'll be about the right thickness, and it'll just lift up as I go. So I've got a lot of grinding to do. And I had to do it in 3 places. All the way across there. This one came out a lot worse than any others I've done, so this is going to be the worst to replace. But once it dries, 24 hours, so tomorrow midday, I can take the clamps off and start filing this and getting it flat and get ready to put the plank in place. Okay, late in the game. I stopped. The previous part of this video you saw was shot 2 weeks ago. I came down with a sinus infection, and it takes me about a week to get to feeling human, and then another week before I really feel like getting down here working. I do what I have to, but since this is hobby stuff, I guess you could say, I don't get down here as quick. Anyway, I'm back to fit the plank in, and this is the second one. Had it fitted, looked real good, and when I got it up there and pulled it in place, you know, it's got an arch in it, and what I didn't realize till then is it's too short. It fit in real good till you pulled that arch down, and of course that defect shortens the length of that, so now it's an 1/8 inch too short. You know, plywood's expensive, and I really hate that when that happens, because that's 60, 70, well, by the time I get it shipped, it's close to $100 for a sheet of plywood. But that's no excuse not to do it right. So I've pulled it out. I'm about to clamp it down on here, remark it, and fit again, and we'll pick up, see if we can't get this video finished up. Back under the boat. I've got this one fitted in. Joints came out much better this time. This actually have to have a hammer to tap it back together. It's snug right there. Wish all my joints were this tight. I've got to make something similar to this, a butt block. This is for another one. It's already pre-drilled, but it goes over that joint, reinforces it, and oh, it's gonna fall off. I'm gonna go back and drill a series of holes through here, screw it in, and once it's together, this joint is actually probably stronger than the plywood itself. So next project is fitting the second plank, and I got a lot of cleanup and trim to do in there, and I'm not going to bore you with that. So I'm going to end right here. I hope you found it entertaining and hope you learned something. I'll at some point do another one. Thanks very much.